Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to the segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day, where we continue with our recitation from Bhavan Akhri, which is a composition titled 52 Letters of Guru Arjan, the fifth Nanak. And today we recite the 40th pauri or stanza. Salok Bhai Bhanjan Agh Dukh Nas मन है आराध हरे संत संग जह हृद बसयो नानक ते ना प्रमे पौड़ी बब्बा परम मिटावो अपना यह संसार सगल है सुपना परमे सुर नर देवी देवा परमे सिद्ध साधक ब्रह्मेवा परम परम मानुख डहकाए दुत्तर महाबिखम एह माए गुरमुख ब्रह्म पै मोह मिटाया नानक ते परम सुख पाया. Well, Nanak, the fifth Nanak in this case, is addressing us and says, if you enshrine the teachings of the Sant, the enlightener that is, which is a metaphor for Gur wisdom, Sant Sang Je Rid Basayo, then your wandering spirit will find rest. Nanak te na paramai. Bhai Bhanjan Agh Dukh Nas Maneh Arad Hare. When the Har Self, Hare, is desired in spirit and truth, the mind is relieved of its fundamental fear and sorrow. Hare refers to the self, the uncaused self, which is also our source. But Hare also means to snatch away. What is being said here is seek Gur wisdom so that you can connect with that uncaused dimension of yourself where there is no room for fear and sorrow. And we will see what fear and sorrow really is all about in the pauri, which again takes the letter Babba. In the previous passage, it articulated Param from Babba. Here, Brahm and Brahma, but here it articulates Param. So we have to see what Param is. The pronunciation is very close. So Param encompasses both the idea of spiritual wandering and illusion. Actually, they go hand in hand. The two sides of the same coin. So what is this illusion that causes spiritual wandering, meaning slipping from the goal? Now, according to Indian systems, including Gurmat, the ego mind's fundamental delusion arises from what they call avidya. Avidya is another term that is derived from two roots, which means a negation, no, not, and vidya, which comes from vid, which means to know. This is where the words Veda derives from. So avidya means not to know the non-existent dimension of reality. We are caught on what we can just see through the senses. But Gurbani tells us non-existence is just as real, if not more, than existence. In fact, existence is rooted in non-existence. It is an organic, uncaused sphere, which we call hukam as well. So Maya, the creative matrix of the world, it creates this avidya by fragmenting the mind into the ego. So the ego is a fragmentation. And this fragmentation causes a subject-object frame of duality with which one apprehends the world around us. But the fact is that in doing this, we lose touch with the organic, uncaused, boundless, existent essence behind, the source. It is like cutting the umbilical cord. And this cutting of the umbilical cord is the source of all our sorrow. And sorrow is a state of perpetual dissatisfaction. This is why when people have every need fulfilled, they still are not satisfied. They want more. This is what happens. And the Guru goes on to tell us that this illusion afflicts everyone, the wise, the learned, and even the gods. Sur nar devi deva parme siddh sadhaka brahmeva. And that it has destroyed generations of humanity by keeping it captive. Parama parama manukha dehakaya. Keeping it captive in the wheel of samsara, sansar, which is a wheel. That's what the word means, and that is the world. A wheel of perpetual coming and going, because we are wandering in an illusion. And the spell of this Maya is exceedingly hard to overcome. Duttara maha bhikham, hard to swim across. Ehe Maya, Maya meaning Maya here. And it is only the Gurmukh parama paye moha mitaya. Only the Gurmukh, those who are guided by Guru wisdom, are able to break through this delusion. So says Nanak, their attachment to this transitory world gives way to supreme bliss. And the fifth Nanak, Guru Arjan, is urging us to remove this confusion, param mitave apana, by realizing that the world that we are in, or the world we perceive, is like being in a dream state. Iya sansar sagal hai supana. Somewhere down the road, we are sure to talk about what this dream state is about. Suffice to say here that it is the illusion of knowledge that we have, cognitive knowledge. It's creating an illusion, but we need this illusion to actually dispel the illusion, to transcend the illusion. More later. Until the next time, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.